Hey, welcome back to Terrible TV, because sometimes television is so bad, I need some backup. Today, I'm joined by my good friend Luke Kidgell. We do the Luke and Lewis show together. It's on YouTube and all podcast platforms. Check it out. It's brilliant. Welcome to the show, mate.
Great to be here. Thanks for having me.
No
Looking
worries.
forward to watching some trash.
Yes, garbage is on the menu, mate. Today, we are having a look at a vampire couple. Or, sorry, I should say a couple that think they are vampires.
How do you know?
Well, I don't know. That's what we're going to find out. I haven't watched all of this yet, but I do want to say, you know, a lot of people are probably expecting me to trash these people, but I have a lot in common with vampire folk. You know, I'm always in black. I'm very pale. Women are incredibly attracted to me, and I have like a widow's peak hairline. So I'm basically the alpha male version of Dracula.
And you sleep in a coffin and don't have many friends. So some great similarities there.
All right, let's play.
You bloody won't believe how this Texas couple keep the kink fresh and alive in their marriage. Together,
there are no vampires in Texas. That's not real, okay? Never have I ever fucking read a vampire novel and then it just opens up in Austin, Texas. Right there, not real.
But I like that they don't really care if they're vampires or not. It seems like it's just a sex thing.
Yeah, that's
3 seconds in, they're like,
me.
it's purely sexual.
Yeah, not really. You don't really need like a whole reality TV show based around the fact that you like a little bit of biting during sex. You know, you can just keep that to yourself.
Logan started hosting these events at his nightclub, and I started assisting with them. He spent the next 2 years asking me out. We went on a date. We were sitting at the table.
Okay.
Dude, he looks like one of those vampires from those teenage novels. He looks like Edward Cullen.
But he's too tan. He's too tan. I do like that, you know, how typical of a guy who thinks they're a vampire to be stuck in the friend zone for 2 years. Like, of course that would happen.
Yeah, I can't get over how much like Robert Pattinson he actually looks like. He's
Yeah.
pro-gun Robert Pattinson. It's so good.
Daily, I refer to as my soulmate. I love everything about her.
Well, that doesn't make sense because vampires don't have souls. You can't be a soulmate. You're just going to be mates. And then if you're calling her a mate, that's not really vampire-like. You're just Australian.
but they've both identified as vampires for half of their lives.
Like, I know these days you can identify as whatever the fuck you want. If you want to be a bin, if you want to be a vampire, it doesn't matter. Okay? How do you realize when you're like 15 where you're like, I think I'm a vampire? Do you wake up one day and just have a lust for blood?
You're really not a vampire here, mate. You're just a guy who didn't get over their goth phase when they were 15, and now you're 30 and you're still shopping at Hot Topic. It's time to retire the rings.
Yeah.
The majority of vampires commonly awaken during puberty.
I had my vampiric awakening when I was 15 years old.
Yeah.
We fucking called it.
We did.
Every time. How do these people not realize that they're stereotypes? If two Australian comedians can go, oh, he probably thought this at 15, before we even heard that, surely you must be thinking, am I a fucking caricature of myself?
It's like, dude, everyone was into that shit when they were 15. That's why Panic at the Disco are popular. Like,
And that's why they're not popular anymore, because cunts grew up.
Yeah, but this is like, I've been to a lot of emo gigs, and it's literally me and like 2,000 other vampires every time.
They sleep during the day to avoid the sun.
Whenever I am in the sun for long periods of time, first I get a pretty bad headache, along with nausea, shaky, kind of tremor.
No. You have vitamin D deficiency because you're not getting any sun.
And what's a long period of time? Like, is she talking hours? Because, I mean, yeah, if you spend hours and hours in the Texas sun, a headache is pretty normal. You're not a vampire. If you got sunstroke, you idiot, have some water.
I go into direct sunlight as little as possible. I would say maybe a grand total of an hour a week.
Oh, shut up. No, you don't, bro. An hour a week, really. You never leave the house ever. You don't have a job, nothing like that. All of the windows are permanently closed. You can't not get an hour in a week of sunlight. That's just wrong.
Dude, he said that like such a virgin. An hour a week.
Yeah. You know what's... I would be totally fine with this couple if he didn't do the fucking voice. He's definitely doing a voice. I don't know what type of voice he's doing, but he's doing some kind of voice, and it's making me angry.
A vampire is someone that, for one reason or another, needs to take in human energy in the form of blood or psychic energy or sexual energy to keep themselves healthy.
I just think he's horny. He's like, I need sexual energy. It's like, no, man, you need to come. You just need to have a wank and you'll be good.
Yeah, you know what? I reckon if I went for a few years without ever kissing a girl and I also didn't wank, I might think that I have some kind of special power.
Yeah.
The journey to vampirism started in an average high school, in an average neighborhood, in an average city.
That was a good edit.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, you can invert anything and make it really scary. Like, oh, look out, Luke's inverted.
The first time I ever consumed blood, it was empowering.
What are you wearing, bro? What outfit's that?
He looks like
Has he
an
got a
action
belt on?
figurine.
Yeah, he looks like an action man. Like, he looks like what adults made children think was cool.
He literally looks like G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
But like Robert Pattinson edition. It's great. He went from being like a cool action figurine to like one that gets, a vampire action figurine, which is less cool.
Yeah, like they've made as much money as they can out of the regular Action Man, so then they start going, oh, Action Man Scuba Diving Edition.
Yeah.
Dracula Edition, and then it just kind of dies off.
Yeah.
Of my senses and sensations. And a rush.
Stop doing the voice, bro. I can't take the guy seriously if no wonder you've never kissed a girl if you talk like this.
Really don't just need blood in the bedroom, they need new blood in the form of another woman.
Okay, I take it back. The man's a sick cunt, all right? He's got all of this fucking vampire stuff. It's just so he can have weird threesomes. I'm on board. I'm a vampire. Let's go.
But sometimes Logan's appetite is too much for Daly to take.
I'm sorry, I can't handle this.
She hates it. Okay, this guy's not a vampire. He's just a pussy fiend. That's what he's addicted to.
Once again, all he needed was a wank.
I am the calm, logical one who maybe at times can be a little too flippant.
We are the perfect couple. She does everything. I fuck her friends.
So Daly and I have always had a polyamorous relationship since we got together. We just had that conversation and we realized that that was what we wanted to do. We both felt this way. We felt there was room for more love in our lives.
This guy just keeps fucking all their friends. That's what the wedding's about. He's probably going to root the bride after this. Hey, honey, can you help me? Sorry, I'm just fucking your friends. Can you do it?
I caught them kind of in here, and it looked like Ian was getting kind of emotional.
What just happened? And they're just like, all right, man, let's get psyched. Ah! Was he just getting assaulted?
I think they were hyping themselves up for the wedding, like it was going to be hard. This looks more. The more I watch the pre-marriage preparation, him kissing his knuckles, screaming with the boys, it's looking more and more like a fight every minute.
Oh, yes!
That guy's head looks like a Freddo ice cream cake.
Okay, this guy is definitely a
Looks
ranger
delicious.
who just doesn't want to be one. Like they're those. Those rangers that they dye their hair and then it starts to grow through at the roost and you're like, you're a ranger, bro, just accept it. Have you noticed that there are no parents at this wedding? Every single one of them invited mum and dad and their dad just went, oh, I'm not going to more vampire shit, okay? I've been taking to that shit since you were 15. I stopped at 17. Now you're 30. Give it up.
Extremely surprised by how smooth and how absolutely beautiful it was.
That was such a good cut shot of him just hooking up with his side piece.
That's the only thing he did at this wedding was he read a piece of paper that someone else wrote and then he just tried to hook up with as many chicks as possible. What a party animal. I want him at my wedding. Actually, no, I definitely don't.
Oh, what a man. It just worked his way through the whole bridal party in front of the wife who was the wedding planner.
Oh, that's why he had the wedding at his house, because, you know, he can just go, all
Easy
right, so
access.
party's over. All of the men must leave. Ladies, let's go upstairs. Guys, that's the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. Luke, any final thoughts on vampires?
I don't know. That was weird. I didn't like that. I mean, like every time I do this, I never know what to expect. You always just throw some weird shit on me. I feel like your channel's gonna get a lot of like strange traffic this month. You've already done a video on witches, on witch talk, and now you're gonna target the vampire community.
I'm really trying to get cursed. Next week I'm doing werewolves, and after that, probably just lesbians.
Yep.
Thank you very much for watching. Guys, make sure you check out the Luke and Lewis Show. If you enjoyed this, the podcast is banger. Comes out twice a week, every Tuesday and Thursday. And we've had a bunch of special guests on recently, so definitely check it out. And make sure you go and watch some videos on Luke's channel as well. He's got some banger content that's been coming out recently. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, and I'll see you in a couple of days.